Shalom, shalom. Babu Shah. I see one viewer. If someone can let me know, um, if you can hear me clear, is the sound good? Is the sound clear? Babu Shah, let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? I just had the Bluetooth on. I just cut the Bluetooth off. I just want to make sure I'm heard before I start. Is everything clear? Is everything good? I see two viewers. Babu Shah. Just give me a thumbs up or a con. Con, hey, Yabashim Shabakata. Shalom. Zakaya? Con, Zakaya. Shalom. Yabashim Shabakata. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Racham, Kadash, Brakathum. Double honor to my apostles, great millstone. Salutations to the occupant of four corners on the earth for pushing this truth in all sincerity, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. As I toss one, I'm coming back with another gem of truth and knowledge through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, all right, who the world ignorantly calls God or the Most High. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and that name in the Hebrew means He is, all right, or He to be, okay, or He exists, all right, and Salakia, the only begotten Son name is Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers, okay. It's not Jesus Christ, it's not Yeshua, okay. The proper pronunciation is Yahweh Shai, which means He saves or He delivers. Those are the names that you must call upon in these last days to be delivered from the current destruction and evil that we are going to face soon. Jacob's trouble, you want to pray to those names, Yahweh Shai, to be delivered. Okay? You also want to use those names for protection throughout your day-to-day life. Okay? You want to use those names for spiritual increase, spiritual growth. Okay? Whatever you need, whatever you can ask the Lord, you're supposed to ask Him in His name. Ask and ye shall receive. Okay? So no further ado, as you can see the title, and the title is, it isn't pleasant. It's not pleasant, but it's necessary. And what's not pleasant? The chastening of the Lord. Okay? It's not pleasant when you are chastised by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, when you're going through your afflictions or your the process of purging you to become a new man. Okay? But it's necessary. Okay? It's necessary because it's giving you it's strengthening your mind mentally and spiritually. Okay? See, the Lord looking for strong spiritual minds Okay, that you know, to endure. Okay, we all go through time periods where we feel like we're not doing enough. We feel like the Lord is going to cast us away. You know, sometimes it may feel like it's too much, too hard. The pressure is up too much. You know, but that heat that the Lord is putting upon you is necessary to purge you. See, we're getting purged from our impurities. Okay, the nigger that's within us, we're being purged to become meat for the master's use. And you know, it's not pleasant. It hurts. Sometimes you cry. You may be going through something with your family, your immediate household, and you may have to leave your immediate household. It may be just too much, or not too much, but it may be a part of your walk that you may have to give up your wife and your children, and that's a part of the fire, or you know, your spiritual progress in this truth. Sometimes you'll be high and sometimes you'll be low. You know, sometimes you'll be real bitter that you want to get up out of this place, and you know, you have Satan messing with your mind and things like that. Hey, it gets tough, but it's necessary, man. In fact, let's get Matthew the 3rd chapter, because what happens is we were baptized. Okay, you were baptized with fire, and that fire is a representation of the cross, your cross that you must pick up, the same cross that Yahushua was burdened with. Well, we're gonna have to pick up that cross, okay? And if any brothers is in the chat room, brother Bob Kashab, post that concerning the cross. You got to pick up your cross, okay? Because this thing is, in a sense, of a heavy weight on our shoulders, you know. But let's get this out of Matthew 3. We'll start from this. I got precepts written down. I don't have them in order. I just got them written, you know. So I'm gonna just go with whatever the Spirit tells me to get, first, second, third, so on and so forth. I got quite a few. I may finish them all. I may not make it too long. I just want to express this, you know. Because what happens is you have those seasonal times where, you know, it's like a seasonal thing. You'll be good and you'll be up and good in spirits, but then, you know, for 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, whatever it may be, and then next, you know, you'll be real low in the spirit. You'll be crying a lot. You'll be going through things with mental. You know, Satan will play tricks on you that you're to mess up your confidence. You know, anything. It's a lot of things that happens within this truth that we must continue to endure. Okay. So no further ado, I want to get Matthew the 3rd chapter, and this is John the Baptist. This is what he said. Okay, he said, I indeed, this is Matthew 3:11, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance. But he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire. So being baptized with the Holy Spirit is the understanding, it's the knowledge, it's the prophecies, it's the information, it's the wisdom within the scriptures. Okay, now remember, the scripture says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. You have to be wise in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to even get mad. You have to know that I'm being oppressed. Okay, and we're being oppressed physically, mentally, and spiritually in this place. Okay, so surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. We find out some things according to the scriptures, like we're in captivity. That's a part of the bitter. You know, we're mad, we're angry at that. You know, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. When you're reading these scriptures, the Lord begins to put understanding within you, and now you're looking around and you're vexed. I'll get John the 10th chapter after this. The bitter and the honey in the it was sweet in your mouth, and then it became bitter. You know, knowing that we are in captivity under this devil, having that wisdom and understanding about the things that this devil is going to do and trying to do, that makes us mad. That's a part of the fire. Okay, let me read that again. It says, I indeed baptize you with water unto repentance, but he that cometh after me is mightier than I, whose shoes I am not worthy to bear. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit, which is the understanding, and with fire. So a part of this thing is being baptized with fire. That's the purging. Okay, we have to get purged to become a new man in this thing, and that takes time. Okay, from year to year, day to day, week to week, month to month, whatever it is, you're getting purged of to become a new man. You have to go through some shit, you know, get your experience up, go through some things that it would enlighten your senses in the world. See, the hell you go through actually enlightens your senses to the evil of this place, you know, and it makes you stronger. When you going through something as a man, when we go through things, we may be quiet about it. We may never say nothing about it because we're enduring it. You know, you're fucking the heat, so to speak, which is just a part of this truth. You see, the world has you having your mind that you're being perfect. The world has in your mind, when you're perfect, everything is going 100% right. No, everything must go. You have to go against the grain. You know, everything ain't just going to be perfect. To get perfect, you got to go through the hell. You know, that's the fire. You know, to try you. It's about being tried. Are you really for this truth? You see, that's the thing. Are you really for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai? Okay. This is GMS Chabar. It says, okay, he got Matthew. Okay, then said Yahushai unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Perfect. See, you got to deny yourself. Meaning what? Denying ourselves is this ain't about us. You got to deny yourself. You got to come in this thing with nothing but humility. Deny yourself, basically fuck your life and go pick up that cross. You see? If you can't deal with the heat of this truth, you're not worthy of him, because this requires patience. And when you go into that word patient, it goes into suffering. You got to suffer. You know, you have to suffer in this thing. You got to suffer with the brotherhood. You got to put yourself last. You can't be first. You see, you have to think about others other than yourself. Beginning with this truth, this ministry, that's a part of the suffering. This has to go first. I should be asleep right now, but I gotta suffer and do a lesson or whatever it may be. You gotta pick up that cross for Yahweh Shem Shai. You gotta go through hell. You gotta go through hate. You know, you gotta go through your mind being played with by Satan. See, Satan comes in the form of your mind, and he'll be speaking to you, you know, and you'll be thinking it's you, but Satan is putting all these perversions in your ear. You know, that's another thing about picking up the cross. Okay, that's what happened with Yahushua. Is there any other way? He prayed to the Lord. He was going through it in the flesh. Is there any other way? Nope. This is the only way you got to go, which is the straight gate, a place of difficulty. Luke 14:26. It says, if any man come to me and hate not his father or his mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, ye and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. Perfect. Excuse me. He cannot be my disciple. Okay? And what it means to hate them means to put them to the side. They're not the first priority. You got to put them people you got to put your family and your life to the side, which if you were a family man, you know, it may be hard, but if you're a part of the elect, you're going to deal. Okay? Casting off your family and putting them to the side, they're not going to understand it. Remember that. Your mother, your father, your wife, your children, if they're of age, they're not going to understand it. Okay? But this is a part of the battle. You see? You got to rather go study and praying and fasting, you know, other than always having some type of family gathering, family time. You know, while you're partying for 5 hours with your family, and then everything, there's this happy-go-lucky type of vibration, you know, because your family could be a distraction. See, your family could be a distraction to you progressing in the truth. You know, you read a chapter or two, and then for the rest of the day, You all in your woman's ass. You all in your, your children's face. So you have to be presented with, well, it's me or your family. And you better choose Yahweh Shemel Shai. You see? You got to choose the Lord. And sometimes that hurts. It may not feel good, but if you come up into this thing with experience and years, you're going to be like, man, all that shit is worthless. Because I got to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai. I'm the protector of this household, right? So by me doing the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai, this puts a hedge over the household. So you got to face with the backlash from the woman, the crying of the kids. You don't take us this, you don't do that. And you can do all those things. You can have woman and do benevolence and take your kids can be in sports or whatever the fuck it is, Ain't nothing wrong with that. But your priorities have to be in check. See? Your priorities with your family has to be in check. Second Ezra's Ash Racha Yesharala. Second Ezra's 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burden of man. Put off now the weak nature. That's right, bro. Oh, shit. Put off now the weak nature. Okay? If a brother could post in there, Timothy is saying, enduring hardness as a good soldier. Yeah, put off the weak nature, man. You got to be strong in this thing. You got to fight. Put off the weak nature. Oh, it's too hot. Now, the saying is if it's too hot in the kitchen, bro, how the fuck it? However you say this shit. If it's too hot, get out the kitchen or something like that. I don't know. I can't even remember it right now. But yeah, that's the pressure, the heat that comes with this truth. Okay, if it's too hot, get the fuck out the kitchen. But we're meant to shoe ourselves men, right? Put off the weak nature. You can't bitch up when you're going through it. If your woman leave you, let her fucking go. You see? Let her go. That's a part of the that's a part of the trial of this thing. Excuse me, 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier. You know what? Let me get that. I think it's a verse above it and read into it. 2 Timothy 2:3, right? All right, let's get that real quick. And a part of, that fire that you go through, sometimes it gets to the flesh to the point where you don't want to do videos. You may feel like the Lord isn't dealing with you. Because I've been going through that lately. My confidence, Satan has been trying to jump on my flesh with confidence, and it may seem on my account that I haven't did any videos, but I have done videos. It's just that damn confidence demon has been bothering me a little bit, where I haven't I got them on private. Now maybe it's just Satan just fucking with me, or maybe I do need to go and get a refresher and come back, because I have videos, but I didn't put them public, because of my own, I'm going through a fight at the moment. We all go through a fight, so I'm like, man, I don't know if this video is worthy enough to be uploaded, but that's part of the things that you go through. Okay, so this is 2 Timothy 2, and I'm gonna start from verse 1. It says, thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Okay, so be strong in the mercy that he gives unto you, right? And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So you got to endure hardness. To endure, that means you have to suffer. Okay, you have to suffer Satan plaguing your mind. Not plaguing your mind, but tempting you. I would say that. You got to suffer those thoughts that when Satan comes into your thoughts, you know, it may seem like it's you speaking, but it be Satan in your head. Don't go out. You know, you're not worthy. You know, this lesson isn't edifying. You know, the Lord gonna put you to death. You're not a prophet. You're not a man of the Lord. Those thoughts come in. You know, you may have slipped. You may have slipped and you know, follied. And Satan to come right behind and convince you that the Lord is gonna destroy you. Satan to come in your mind and convince you that you're not a man of the Lord. He'll come in your mind and have it in his words. I mean, your voice, his words. This is a spiritual fight. You know, your voice, his words. Remember that. Your voice, his words. Satan to come right in, man. And here it is, you thinking that you can't further in the truth. And you'll end up fizzling away. Had demons in your head. Nobody likes you. The apostles don't like you. The elders don't like you. The brothers don't like you. Nobody likes you. You know, and that'll play on your mind. But you got to endure it. Those are, you know, those are thoughts that you got to fight. Because I fight them. I fight thoughts against brothers. I fight thoughts against the apostles. I fight thoughts against, you know, the brotherhood. Yeah, I mean, these are conversations that need to be spoken. Your thoughts. Well, a lot of brothers do things on this. Your thoughts, man. The thoughts be Satan. You got to know that. Coming into this truth, you're going to have thoughts that are not yours. Those are Satan's thoughts, and you got to fight against those thoughts so you can keep fucking going. You know? It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. So this is a war. You can't entangle yourself back into halfway in, halfway out. Now, affairs of this life is dealing with your woman, your family. You see? A part of letting them go is a chastisement. Every man loves his woman and his seed. You know? Every man don't, you know, we're supposed to come together and be one. But when Satan is in the midst of this thing and you're fighting for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you're gonna have to be a man, show yourselves men, and be like, look, later for that, I'm at war. I will when the victory, when the battle is won, when the war is won, then I will enjoy the family, the spoils, and so on and so forth. This is a war. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. So this thing is about pleasing Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay? And this thing is a part of being alone. A soldier it comes to a point where sometimes in a war he may get pushed away from the rest of the men. You know? You know, so you got to be alone in this thing. When I wake up, I'm by myself. When I go to sleep, I'm by myself. When I'm studying, I'm by myself. When I'm doing these lessons, I'm by myself. When I'm walking, when I'm in a plantation, I'm by myself. Here, wherever I'm at, I'm really by myself. I'm alone up here. So up here has to be shaped into something strong. You know, you have to have a strong spiritual mentality to move forward in this thing. Luke 2:22 and 31, it says, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. That's it. You see, Satan is trying to test you, and you got to see. Now remember, there's a council in heaven first. All right, let's go to Job real quick. Let's go to Job. Let's go to Job and insert your name right there. What did he say? Have you tried my servant Job? Well, insert your name right there. Okay, Chabar. All you brothers are Ashracha. All you brothers, you know, insert your name right there. All right. This is Job, and I'm gonna just start from verse 2. Okay, now Job 21. Again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord Yahweh, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord Yahweh. Well, we are the sons of God. Okay, and what we're doing right now, I'm presenting myself, and I'm facing the east right now. I'm presenting myself right now to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. When we're out there on the highways and hedges, we're presenting ourselves to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. So as we present ourselves and do this work, guess what? Satan is going to present himself too. He has to do his job. Okay, you got to remember that Satan is going to come along as you doing it as your course in this truth. Guess what? Satan is going to come and visit you seasonally. You see, that's what happened with Yahushua. My brother can post that if you know where it's at. It's somewhere in the gospel where it said that Satan left him alone for a season. You see? So it's going to be seasonal ups and downs. You see? Seasonal ups and downs in this thing. You could be good for 6 months, on fire, doing the work, videos, fasting, on point. And then the next season, Satan is there. You lose your job, you lose your car. A family member may have died. You know, you may have got suspended. You know, you may have slipped up. And now Satan is there in the midst of it all, trying to keep you down to not praise and serve Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Okay? So Satan is in the midst, verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, from whence thou comest? From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord Yahweh and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Okay? He's doing his thing. He's doing what he's supposed to do. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? This is where you put your name in that. Have you considered my servant Itazawam? I got to remember it. I got to remember the things and the trials that I'm facing now and are going to face. It's a counsel in heaven. Okay? There's a counsel in heaven first. Okay? That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil. And still he holdeth fast his integrity. So when you're doing this work, you got to keep your integrity. When you're going, when Satan is on your shoulder, so to speak, in your mind, plaguing you, you got to keep your integrity. If a brother could post the definition of integrity. Hey, the water, bro. Luke 4:13. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season. You see? So now it's the famous story. Yahushua fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I mean, he fasted for 40 days, right? And right after that fast, he was tempted. And what happened with Yahushua? How did he defeat Satan? He kept to the scriptures. That's the part of us eating that roll. In fact, I'm going to hold on Job, since I made mention of it. I want to get Galatians, the 6th chapter, and the 10th verse, because this is very important. To fight against this flesh and your thoughts, you got to understand that this is a part of the battle. Okay? It's a part of this is the normal thing within the ministry. It's normal to go against, it's to fight against Satan. It's a normal thing to have certain thoughts in your head, you know, but you got to battle it with the scriptures, because that's the life. That's our life force. So this is Galatians 6 and 10. No. Can't be Galatians. Is Ephesians. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm thinking of Galatians. It's Ephesians, the 6th chapter and the 10th verse. Next chapter. I mean, next book. And I ain't forget about Job. I'm going to go right back to Job 2. This is Ephesians, the 6th chapter and the 10th verse. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. why I keep on saying being strong. You gotta be. This thing is, this ain't for the weak. Okay. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So you got to be able to stand against the tricks of Satan. Put down the whole armor of the Lord is putting on the scriptures. Okay? Understanding the scriptures. Remember, it says I come in a volume of the book. That means you're supposed to eat the whole roll. Revelation, the 10th chapter, it says that it was sweet in his mouth, and then it was bitter in his belly when you begin to digest it. So what you got to do is you got to get the understanding. Okay. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yeah, because you have precepts that's in the scriptures where it's speaking about confidence, it's speaking about integrity, it's speaking about having faith, it's speaking about the rest of our brothers is going through it, it's speaking about Yahweh Shai had went through it. Okay, it's speaking about things that help you move forward in the truth in the ministry. That's why you got to put on the whole armor of the Lord, so you can be able to understand the wiles of the devil, which is the schemes of the devil, the tricks of Satan. Okay? You got to know, yeah, that's that sleep demon. That's that, you got to know that, okay, this is Satan trying to stop me from doing the work. Okay, you're getting phone calls from females, and, when you're going to go bust a nut, slack you for being all vulgar, whatever, you're going to go bust a nut, or you're going to do the work of the Lord. Ain't nothing wrong with doing what you got to do as a man, blah, 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 whatever. But if it's time where I'm going to do a lesson, then you get a text message, or a picture, are you going to go shoot forth to that picture, or are you going to sit and be a man and do the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai? Are you going to go out to the club and party, or are you going to be in the house studying, researching? See? Are you going to be tempted with pride? That pride demon comes along, you ain't did nothing wrong, and you're all big-headed. Satan will put a pride demon on you, and you got to fight that demon. Are you being evil to brothers and things? That'd be Satan trying to tempt you, put things in your mind. So that's you standing against the wiles of the devil, the tricks of Satan. Okay? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're going through spiritual battles. Okay? To fight a spiritual battle, you'll need a spiritual understanding through a spiritual book. Now the scripture says, the scriptures is given for learning and things of that nature. So when Satan approaches you, right, and it's a heavy battle, how do you fight it? How would you fight Satan? Well, Yahweh Shai gave the blueprint. If a brother could put that in there, where it said, this goeth forth without praying and fasting. It's in Luke. When there's a battle that it seems like you're losing, what would be the alternative? You go fast. You can pray all day long, and prayers work. Okay? I was going through a situation a couple of years ago, back in 2019, and it lasted to 2020. 2019, it lasted from 2019 December all the way into 2020 goddamn July. Okay? And I remember very vividly on everything that went down. Okay? And I was praying, but I had to think to myself, like, bro, you ain't even fasted. You gotta fast. A Bible Kashab, a brother could post that in there. All right. Where it says, this goeth forth without praying and fasting. When the disciples couldn't fight the spirit that was in, I believe, the woman with the lunatic, and Yahweh Shai told them, you gotta pray. You gotta have faith first. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that you're gonna get through these things too. You gotta have confidence in Yahweh Shemel Shai. But to boost up that in you, you gotta pray and fast. Okay, fast is very important. Yep, Mark. Okay, so you got it in Mark Okay, so let's get to that. Let's read that. Okay, you know what? I don't want to jump too much, so slack you. I just want to make sure I get my whole thoughts out. So before I get to that Mark 9, I want to continue in the Ephesians. I don't want to jump too much because I still got to go back to the Job. So I got to catch myself. So let's go back to Ephesians, break that down, and then I'm going to go to Mark. So verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're battling against the spiritual demon Satan, and we're battling against the goddamn Illuminati, the elites who do sorcery, witchcraft, and things like that. Distractions, and you got to fight against that with the scriptures. Okay? You got to fight against all those things with the scriptures. Satan comes at you at night. You're fighting, fighting Satan in your sleep and things like that. You got to go to the source. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Baruch Shai Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And you got to speak it with confidence. You got to tell Satan, leave me the fuck alone. In the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Speak the Hebrew. Okay? Flee Satan in the Hebrew, It says, wherefore take ye unto the armor, the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Okay? So, putting on that armor is faith, confidence, integrity, endurance, okay? Patience, okay? Perfection, okay? You're putting that armor on you. You're putting the confidence of the Lord. How do you do that? You read the stories in the Bible that explains when certain men were going through their trial, what happened with them. Okay? What happened with certain men that was faced with difficulties in the scriptures? What did they do? They remained faithful. What did the Lord do? The Lord stayed faithful to them. It's in said I don't want to jump, but you know how the spirit be moving, having things, different precepts come in your head. Fucker. This is I'm gonna just speed read it. It's very self-explanatory. So this is Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, the 2nd chapter. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That's what we're speaking about. We're serving Yahweh Shema Shai. We got to prepare our minds to be tempted of the devil. We got to be, we got to prepare our minds to be tempted. That it's gonna get rough. Okay. Set thy heart aright, which is your mind. See, you gotta shoot yourselves men. All right. Set your mind aright, and constantly endure. You got to endure. You got to fight through it, whatever it may be. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now, but whatever it may be that you're facing. Set your heart aright and constantly endure, and make no haste in the time of trouble. Hey, if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small. Okay? So don't haste in the time of trouble. When you're going through your thing, just fight it. Have confidence. I know the Lord gonna get me out of it. It's times where you really feel like the Lord forsook you. Yahweh Shai went through it. There's times where I've woken up and cried and like, man, did the Lord take the spirit from me? I can't read. I can't focus. I'm trying to watch a lesson. I'm falling asleep. I'm trying to do the best that I can. I'm trying to get I'm trying to set my day accordingly so I can make sure I get a lesson in, 2 lessons in. It don't work out. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep on fighting. Okay? And constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's what it's about. Ecclesiastes say better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Okay? So better, we're fighting for the end. You see? We're fighting for things above. We're not fighting for what we see right now. We're fighting for the end. The end goal is salvation. The end goal is the kingdom. That's the end goal. Okay? So we want to increase in our, we'll be increased in the last if we just go through the shit now. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And that's going to be the test when you get changed to a lower state. Okay? If a brother can post that, I know how to be abound and abased. Sometimes you're going to be abased. Okay? You're going to get changed to a lower state at some point in time in the truth. Multiple times, actually. Okay? That's right. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's it. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience, which is the suffering, and comfort of the scripture might have hope. That's it. Okay? So we're learning from what we read out the Bible. If you don't read Judges, if you don't read the scriptures and you don't read Job, what happened with Job? Job was put through the fucking test. Family died off and he was left with the goddamn woman, which is a burden in itself. Okay? The woman is a fucking burden in itself on earth, man. And he was left with nothing but a woman who had no faith and 3 knucklehead ass friends who did more harm than they did good. But what happened to Job in the ending of his story that we've read? He got blessed with 100-fold. See? Better is the end of the thing than the beginning. Okay? So let's go back to Sirach. And it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So you're going to get to a point where you're going to be low. It's going to be times where it may seem like no hope. That's a part of that purging. You see, the Lord is he's trying to like, hey man, toughen up until the end. That's the enduring until the end. Okay. Philippians 4:12. I know both how to be abased and I know how to abound. Okay, abased and abound everywhere and in all things. I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. Okay, so that abound and abase, and this is, you can think of it in multifold layers. You know, one layer you can say you increase what you may have a good amount of substance, and then the Lord may take it away. You may have a good job, you're getting paid good, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever it is. You're paying your tights, you know, you're helping out the brotherhood, you know, you're in a good spirit. You know, but then when that abase kicks in, you done lost your job, you know, you done got sick, you ain't getting no income coming in, so it's kind of hard to pay your tights for the meantime. You can't help brothers out, and some brothers is suffering need, and you like, damn, I ain't got it, and that could put you in a spirit of, you know, I need something, you know, hey, when I'm down, like high key, you know, when I'm down and I'm down and out, you know, my mindset, that's just me. Like, fuck, I can't help another brother out. That hurts me when I can't help another brother, you know. You know, and you brothers may have seed, you know. And, hey, maybe your woman is the breadwinner for a time being. That hurts as a man. She the breadwinner. You know, she getting money, whatever. And you can't have money in your own pocket by your own manly work ethic or whatever it may be, and you may be down a little bit. But the Lord is giving you both sides of the spectrum, being down and being up. So when certain situations comes to you where you got to be changed to a lower state, well, hey, I already been there 8 times in the truth. I already been at a lower state. I know how to deal. And each time, guess what? Satan to fuck with you each time, and it's gonna keep that is gonna keep going up though. You know, the test is gonna keep going up. You know, but I've been here before, so guess what? Since I've been here before, I know the Lord is gonna protect me like He did the last 8 times. That's what you got to keep getting your mind to. All right, I've been here before. Let's go. He helped me out of this situation. He helped me out of that situation. You know, I don't want to talk too much, so Salakia. It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See? So when you're getting put in that heat, you know, you're getting put right in the oven, acceptable men will come out. Okay? Acceptable men would deal with it. You know? It's just like the hour of temptation. That's going to be a part of our trial. So us going through what we're going through now, this is warm up. This is training. We're being, look, what you got to understand is this is training for that great day. However long you've been in the truth, the Lord is going to give you enough hell to have your mind and your spirit geared to only Him with confidence and faith. So your strength, your faith can't be, your strength can't be small. You know, when you're going through it, you guys gotta, hey, you gotta fuck the fire, like Elder Pastor Rachel says. And I'm understanding that more and more on how you gotta fuck the fire. And through fucking the fire, you just gotta have confidence in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This too must pass. As Apostle Elder Rambam said, this too must pass. Okay? You got to have it in your mind. This too must pass. Okay? Because salvation is at the end of the tunnel. Job 2:10. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What shall we receive? Good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? In all things do not Job sin with his lips. That's it, bro. The water, perfect. We supposed to receive, we're going to receive the good and not the bad? No, that's not what this truth is about. The world will have you in your mind that everything's supposed to go good and fucking copacetic, or, you know, all good and dandy. But no, we got to receive the good and we're going to receive the bad. That's the balance of the scriptures. That's the balance of this thing that we're a part of. You see? Now, I quoted it twice already, Revelation 10:10, where it speaks about the bitter and the sweet and the bitter. That's the balance of this thing. Okay? You got to remember that. This thing's balanced. And it's perfectly fitted. You have tailor-made hell to you. Tailor-made hell that you have to go through. Whatever it may be. Whatever measurement the Lord knows you're in, whatever lot you're in, the Lord's going to put that hell on you. Some brothers may not face as much as hell as another brother because they can't take it. They can't take the oven on 300. They can only take the oven on 285, 275. You know? Believe in Him, and He will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in Him. That's the point right there. You trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Okay? Don't big shop. Don't go not aside. You will fall that way. Okay? Losing hope, losing confidence, letting the confidence demon fuck with you, letting the I do it later demon fuck with you. If you don't, as much as you're not in this word, that's easy access for Satan to jump on you and to keep pushing you further away. As much as you stick in this word, that's all the understanding and the fights and the trials that you reading, especially in the gospel. You're reading a lot of trials and suffering that the disciples were going through, and they kept going because of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and the end result of things, which is the kingdom. Okay? Ye that fear the Lord, believe Him, and your reward shall not fail. See? You got to believe and have confidence that what we facing right now is not, your reward. Hey, the scripture says that the Lord is, He won't forget your labor of love. You see? He won't forget your labor of love. Your labor of love is what you produce in the truth. So your works that you do, you're going to get rewarded for them. You know? So you got to have that in your mind. That's a part of, you got to have something in the back of your mind that keeps reminding you of the kingdom, the crown, the kingdom, the crown, salvation. You know? And the only way you'll be able to keep those things in your inward part, so to speak, is by constantly being in the word. If you go a week without being in this word, man, that's more avenue for Satan to fuck with you, and you won't pass the test. But as much as you're in the word, and confidence, you're gonna pass. You'll pass certain things, But that's it on that. I want to go back to Ephesians real quick. So Ephesians 6:10, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth, having on the breastplate of righteousness. So you have a shield, you have a protector. Okay, your protector of your thoughts of Satan and things like that is what you have read Yahushua went through, and it says when it said it is finished, he completed his mission. And then you have in the back of your mind what happened with Stephen. Stephen, when he was stoned, he seen Yahushua on the right hand side. He completed it. He passed. So having all those things in your mind, okay, well, hey, Yahushua passed. He completed the mission. I gotta pass. I gotta complete the mission. You know? And what did he tell the disciples? The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Don't let your flesh overshadow the spirit. Okay? Your spirit has to overshadow the flesh. Okay? And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Okay? So, let me get let me get 12. Let me get it. I didn't even get the scriptures that I've been wanting to get, to be honest. Damn. I have to get the Hebrews 12 though. Let me get this Hebrews 12. It look dark as hell by looking at the camera. Hebrews 12. And this is going to right directly to that lesson. I mean, to the title. It says it is not pleasant, but it's necessary. Okay? The chastening of the Lord is very, very necessary. So this is Hebrews 12. And I'm gonna just get to the point. I'm gonna start at verse 5. Oh boy. Nope, I'm gonna start from verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, which is the prophets, the men of the Lord, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. See? The sin that is easily set in front of us, the temptations and things like that. But guess what? It says, and let us run with patience, which is suffering, the race that is set before us. Okay? Looking unto Yahushua, we have an example, right? The author and the finisher of our faith, who for joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and sat down on the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Okay? So he went through what he had to go through. But guess what? That put him in a position to be the mediator for the elect. Okay? For the hopeful elect, as well as the nation itself. Okay? And him completing that mission, that was the forgiveness of sins to the entire nation and his own. And he was crowned and he was put back on the right hand side of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? That's a hell of a story. When you read the story of Yahushua, that's a hell of a story. Okay? He endured and he suffered a lot. Beaten, spit upon, scourged, lied upon, false witnesses. These are the things that we're going to have to face. That's going to be a part of the chastening. Okay? But Yahushua endured, so we must endure too. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Don't get weary. Okay? Because he had everybody come against him. You know? Ye have not yet rested. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. So you can't despise the chastening. You have to go through the chastening. Okay? If a brother could put chastisement, the definition of chastisement, Baba Kusha, 7 viewers. Baba Kusha, the definition of chastisement. 8 viewers. The definition of chastisement. Baba Kusha, if you could put it in the comment section. So it says, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So it's a necessary. Okay? It's necessary. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Okay? So as a son, you're gonna get chastised. Remember, goodness, it's another precept where it says that we suffer these things right now. What we suffer right now is not going to be worthy of what we're going to get in the kingdom. Okay, so let's read that again. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? And he chastened of his only begotten, which is Yahushua, the firstborn. He chastened Yahushua, man, his firstborn, and it pleased him to do so. He tested his son to see what he was made of, so to speak, in the flesh. So how much more us? Okay? But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore are all partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. A real father, a father chastens his sons. I have sons. I have 4 boys. And I whoop their ass when they are out of order. When I need them to learn something. Now, you whoop them, and then you talk to them. You do the whooping and talking thing. The whooping and talking method is very necessary. Whooping their ass, you telling them why they're whooping their ass, and the reason being is to make you better. You'll pay attention to this more. You know? You'll have a stronger mindset, and it'll stop you from doing the fuck shit, the bullshit. An ass whooping. All right, that's experience too. Hell, we get experience with whoopings. I got my ass whooped because I didn't take out the trash. Well, guess what? I will always remember to take out the trash. You got experience of not taking out the trash. So you remember, if you don't take out the trash, you get an ass whooping. You know, that's just a little small, you know, on a father, son in the flesh type of thing. You know? Well, so how much more on a higher level of serving the Father of spirits? You see? Now the Father of spirits tell you to go outside on the highways and hedges and proclaim my name. You got to do those things. And in the midst of that, he gonna try you. He's gonna test you. Put that back on. Looking too damn dark in here, but I don't want it too damn light either, because I'm at the beach, so I don't want people looking in here too damn much. But whatever. Anywho, my brother put in chastisement. That's a good precept. I was thinking that earlier too. 2 Corinthians 4:17. That brother Ash on fire. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. Man, you got to remember that. This is a light affliction. Okay? It's for a moment. All this too must pass. Okay? The water for that. This too must pass. Okay? For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Okay? So we're going to be rewarded with everything, man. You see? We got glory after this. We're only going through this for a moment. You got to remember that this too must pass. Okay? So, okay, the definition: to punish severely as by whipping, to criticize harshly, chastisement. Okay, that's chastisement. The etymology, chasten in the etym, inflict trouble or pain on the purpose of correction. So we're being corrected. Remember, we get chastised because of the sins that we did. We sin in this lifetime. We sinned in our past incarnations. So when you get into the plate, the Lord is chastening you. He putting hell on you a little bit, but he ain't ain't killing you. He allowing Satan to do his thing a little bit, but don't kill him. That's what it says in Job. Okay? I'm just testing him out. You know? I'm testing his blade to see if it's gonna cut for me the right way. And that's us being meat for the master's use. You know? 1 Peter 4:13, but rejoicing as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. You see? No servant is greater than his father. No servant is greater than his master. Slakia. All right? So if Yahweh went through it, we got to go through it. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Okay? So, let me get... I'm not even going to really think about it. I'm just going to start pulling up the precept that I have up in here, okay? Because I'm going to end it off in a minute. Okay, the Cambridge Dictionary, chastening, means to make someone understand that they have failed or done something wrong and make them want to improve. Woo! I like that one. Make them want to improve. That's what this chastening is about, okay? So we want to improve. I don't know what this. Okay, it's a little bit better. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. It says chastening in the Cambridge Dictionary means to make someone understand that they have failed or done something wrong and make them want to improve. Right? You want to improve. That's what the silver, the gold is about. Improving. The wood, hay, stubble. So when we get chastened, which is aka the fire or the cross, you know, when we get that put upon us, you know, it should be like, all right, I gotta get better, I gotta do better. All right, the Lord putting me through this, and sometimes he put it through you. Sometimes you go through the chastening not because you fucked up, it's because the Lord wants you to go through this so you can have another spiritual insight on something. Whatever the Lord, whatever he do it for his purpose. The name of the lesson, it's not pleasant, but it's necessary. Okay? So let's keep going. And Salaki, if I'm talking too much, pardon me. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to work on it. But if ye be without chastisement, therefore all partakers... I'm sorry, I'm reading too fast now. See, let me just calm the fuck down. But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Yeah, because it's people that's not being told on their faults, you see. And if you're not told your faults, you're gonna submerge yourself in nothing but wrongdoings. So what the Lord is doing for us is he's correcting us, he's chastising us so we can understand what we're doing wrong and we can improve, as the definition says, you see. But if you're a bastard, the Lord is just gonna let you fuck off and eventually destroy you. See, you gotta remember that. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence, which I just gave us a scenario on that. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? For they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now no chastening from the present seeming to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are which are exercised thereby. That's that experience. You see, we get exercised, we get chastened, we get experience in these things. Okay, so we can bring forth the fruit of righteousness, which is videos, more understanding, more spiritual growth, more things that you understand that you can pass on to the next brother, sister, whoever. Okay, it's a feet in the flock. Okay, you go through your hell so you can understand it, and then you go out and exhort. This is what you look out for. This you go admonish. This is what you got to pay attention to. Hey, you did that, don't do it again, because the Lord will fuck you up. I went through it, I got chastised for it, I'm letting you know, so on and so forth, you know. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out the way, but let it rather be healed. Okay? So that's it on that. I want to get Isaiah 41 and 10. Like I said, I'm just going to start reading off things that's on my list. Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41 and 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee, but be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. So the Lord is going to protect you, man, in the time of need. He's going to uphold you in his righteousness. Okay? He's going to keep you firm and steady. Okay? So let's go with 1 Peter 5 and 8. And pray for the brothers, man. Pray for the brothers that does go through spiritual warfare constantly. You know, pray for those brothers. You know, 1 Peter 5. You know, Satan, a motherfucker. 1 Peter 5 and 8, and it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And yeah, that's what Satan is trying to do. He's trying to devour you, okay? He's trying to put a lot of things in your mind to keep you from pushing forward. So when you go through your chastisement, don't think that the Lord is giving up on you. Don't think that the Lord is for your ruin, because that's what Satan is trying to put in your head, or this is for your ruin. But it's not, okay? So you gotta think clear. You gotta be vigilant, circumspect. I mean, you gotta see. You gotta be able to see through the dark. You gotta be able to see through the bullshit. Okay, I understand what this is about. Let me keep going. Whom resist steadfast in the faith. Okay, you gotta be steadfast. You gotta be firm. You gotta be strong. Okay, you gotta be solid, unmovable. Okay, you gotta be like that house that's on that was on the foundation of rock. You gotta build your foundation upon that rock. That rock is Yahushua. Unmovable, that what steadfast means. So when the winds and the waters approach it and beat upon it, so to speak, which is your mind, all right, that's the winds and the water, the hail, the afflictions and whatever you're going through is beating upon you, and that rock is solid. That rock ain't gonna move. That's what it means to be steadfast. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So this isn't just a me thing. This is a collective prophet thing. This is what the men of the Lord go through. And the women of the Lord. There's women of the Lord. There's elect women out there. There's women that's doing their best, okay, to the best of their ability. And they get plagued with demons. And we know that y'all a weaker vessel. So y'all getting, you know, these thoughts and dreams. Hey, you sisters out there, hey, fuck the dreams, yo. Them dreams, all right? Hey, if it's from Yahweh Shem Shai, you will know. Prophecy, strengthening. If anything that's talking about goddamn, anything that's of negativity, just cast that shit away. You know, a lot of you women, y'all be fucked up off of them dreams and thinking it's true. That's Satan playing with you, man. You know, I gotta tell my rib that shit all the goddamn time, and it's vexing. Motherfucker have a goddamn one minute good, then the next minute you have a fucking dream. Dream is Satan, man. To get to your ass. To get to me. The motherfucker gets to you, the weaker fucking vessel, to get to me. Or get to whatever man in the truth. You know? Now you vexing him with some bullshit. Okay? And then that's what we gotta endure that. And you gotta endure that. So women of the Lord, women in the truth, you gotta remember them dreams, man. Them dreams can be Satan putting things in your head. You know? There's a whole nother goddamn topic. But where did I end off at? Where am I reading? Verse 8. Okay. accomplishing in your brethren that are in the world, right? So we all going through it, okay? You can't, you can't. Don't get in that y'all don't understand demon. You know, you don't understand demon. Yeah, you fucking I completely understand. Beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone on down, understands because we all have faced it. The apostles on 30 years, 33 years, 34 years, 35 years, 36 years, 37 years, 28 years, 29 years, 20 years, 15 years, 17 years, 16 years. However many years you're in this thing, you have been through a constant battle since you stepped foot in this truth. So for brothers that's 1 year in, 2 years in, 3 years in, 4 years in, bro, we've been through that. We understand it. You ain't just going through it by yourself. Don't let Satan get to you and be like, you're the only one that's going through it and no one understands you. No, bullshit. Okay? The apostles have been through it. Other head brothers have been through it. Now you're going through it. It's just your turn to fight. Okay? Salakia. I'm looking for something. What was I about to get? Damn, man, I was looking for something. It's cool. I'm going to get Baruch 4:25. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Fuck. All right. I got to head out. Fuck. Shit, got to go to the plantation, man. This is Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thy enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Okay? So yeah, the hell we go through, the affliction we go through, we got to suffer patiently because soon enough the Lord is going to give us those powers, man. He's going to give us those powers, man. Okay? Let's get Revelation 10:10 because I made mention of this. I want to get it. This is a part of that battle, and like I said, man, I've been, battling for a little minute now, and it kind of got on me, kind of weighed on me a little bit as of lately. But I got to keep pushing. If I believe, right? I say I believe, so I got to keep going. Revelation 10:10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And this is the truth. The truth is sweet. We got salvation. The kingdom of heaven is for us. We get the crown, concubines, women, seed, righteousness, glory, the whole 9 yards, the universe. You see, the world, that's a part of the sweetness. We're Israelites. The Lord is for us. We know the name. Okay? That's sweet. That's very sweet. The heavens, this was created for us. That's sweet to know, right? And it was in my mouth sweet as honey, and as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. So now the bitter part, you didn't digest the truth. You 1 year in, 2 year in, 3 year in, 4 year in, 5 year in. Now you start to look around. Damn, I'm in captivity. Goddamn, this fucking woman of mine ain't fucking listening. I see the prophecies, but damn, when is it gonna hit so chaos can erupt and Yahweh shall return? That's bitter. Your thoughts, it becomes bitter. You get agitated, irritated, annoyed, frustrated. You want to be left alone. You crying out. You bitter. Losing a job. Got to restart over. Getting in a car crash. Getting sick. It's bitterness. Knowing Satan is putting poison in the food. That's bitter to know that. That's why I quoted earlier. Wisdom and knowledge shall be... I quoted... Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. Okay? You find out that you're oppressed. That's bitter. You know? We don't have spiritual powers as the scriptures speak. The scriptures speak about us having power. We ain't got the power. That's bitter. Knowing that we can get it. Knowing that this is a part of, what the Lord said is gonna happen. That's bitter. Being last is bitter. It's a woman that you may like, and the bitch don't like you, and knowing you a king, she ain't fucking with you. You may be too short for her. You may be too tall for her. You may be, she want to fuck with you, but you doing that stuff. You on the highways and byways. You teaching. And you kind of like the damn chick, but she ain't going to deal with you because of the truth. That's bitter. It is bitter. Because as a man, like, no, I'm supposed to conquer the motherfucking jungle. That's bitter as shit. And then the bitch get with a nigga that ain't nothing. You like, this whole ass nigga over me, over the man of the Lord, over a man of the Lord that know the name, that know about the world, and you choose a drug dealer nigga over me? All right, that's bitter. Fuck you, fuck her. Y'all gonna die. That's bitter. You know? Yeah, that's a good one. Love the life to death. So it's bitter, man. Bitter. It's in fact I wrote down I think I wrote it down. Yeah. Procrino. Anger, grieve. You get angered in this thing. You get grieved. You wake up mad. There's times where I woke up crying. I woke up mad. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong, but I'm just tired. Body pains, man. I ain't had no fucking body pain. I'm young as shit. I just made 30 years old. And body pain. Shit, before 30. I came in the truth. Okay, boom, 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 boom. I started developing body issues 22 years old. I came in the truth at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No, about 21, 22 years old. That's when I started, maybe like 3 years into the truth. I started developing hella body pains, man. All the way until now. Lord has eased it up on me through within the last year though. The water Yahweh Shemel Shai. Hey, this too must pass. It was maybe 7 years of hardcore going through nothing but pain. And the Lord he eased it up off of me, but it was a part of my story, that I had to face. That's bitter, and that's bitter, man. And for what a lot of elders and brothers and apostles, man, having all type of pain and things like that, man, that's bitter. That's another bitterness, because all the wisdom and understanding that you get, that shit in these weak ass bodies, man, that shit makes hips bust. All the knowledge and we get from you. This ain't nothing. I don't mean to ramble, but the understanding from this book ain't nothing. Ain't nothing to play with. All the wisdom from these scriptures and the understanding and prophecy and knowing what's going to happen in the future, man, that ain't nothing to joke. You put all that in you, goddamn hips get to getting inflamed. it develops. Pain develops, But anyway, let me stop fucking talking and being goofy. But yeah, I'm finna end it in a minute, man. I guess we'll see what else I got on this list that could be helpful. I call it at that. Actually, let's get Job 13 and 15. I got that on here because this is important. And what I say, short-term memory like a motherfucker. Job 13 and 15. The water for the comments, for bearing with me. I'm feeling better, man. I'm feeling better that I did this live show, you know. Because like I said, I ain't did I did lessons. I've done lessons. I just got them on private. You know, I wasn't feeling myself, you know, Satan, you know, things. So I kind of just said, I did the work, but, you know, I just, you know, just going through it in my head. I just put it on private, you know, but I got to feed the sheep, you know. I just want to make sure I'm right. And, you know, you don't want to have a low spirit when you teaching either, man. All right, this is Isaiah 56. Thus saith the Lord, keep ye judge. You gotta, hey, you gotta be in this thing, man. And sometimes you feel like, man, I'm really not into it. You know, I'm not really in it. You know, so that when you rewatch, hey, I encourage brothers rewatch the videos, man. You know, rewatch your videos, see what type of spirit you in. You may be, you know, you may think that you in the high spirits, but when you look at it, like, damn, my spirit feel a little low. I don't want to upload no low spirit ass shit. To be honest, no, not shit, Salaki. I don't want to upload nothing that's low vibration. I want to be in it. I want to be, you know. But let's go to Job. Let me shut the fuck up. Job 13 and 15. I'm gonna end it off on this. Like I said, the water for the assistance and the help with the precepts, because it did definitely help me. Job 13. And real quick, if a brother could, I'm finna go to Job 13 and 15. If you can look up, somebody can put in there what slay, when it says, I'm gonna read it, but the word slay, I want that to be looked up, if possible. Baba Kushah, see what that word goes back to, definitions, the definition. But Job 13 and 15, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain my own ways before him. Okay? So though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. Though he slay me. Okay? Meaning he's going to put you through hell. Okay? You're going to get persecutions, temptations, sufferings, you know, physical things may happen to your body. Your woman may leave you. Brothers whose seed have went back to the spirit world. That's something hard, man. That's something hard to deal with. That's what happened to Job. Now it said that his seeds was being wicked, you know. But still, you know, that's another thing. Hey, you brothers that's up in age, and your son may be an adult, and he being a nigga, he get put to death. It'll hurt. Like, damn, the Lord just killed my son. I know he was wicked, but damn, that's my son. You know, your flesh and blood. The Lord can put him to death, and that's something to deal. That'll be a hard pill to swallow. But you gotta endure. You can't say fuck the Lord. You know, you can't say fuck the Lord. You know, oh, the Lord did this to me. He took my son. Nope. Though he slay me, I will keep my trust in him. Though he put me through this, I'm going to keep my trust in him. You know? Okay, it don't say, okay. It say, cut off. Example, figuratively, put to death, kill, slay. Well, we know it ain't talking about the actual being put to death. But, being cut off, I ain't got nothing for that too much. The NLT, God may kill me, but I have no other hope. I am going to argue my case with him. Well, we know that slay isn't talking about the actual kill. That slay is just talking about being afflicted. Being afflicted. So when you're going through your afflicted moments, just keep your faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Keep praying. Don't stop praying. Go fast. You know, make sure you fasting. You know, so yeah, fast, pray. Hell, speak to a brother. You know, hey, I'm going through this, man. I'm going through a spiritual low. And, you know, if you want to reveal everything, you know, reveal it. Sometimes you can be vulnerable. And, you know, the brothers may give you precepts and scriptures to get you back on your feet. And that's what the brotherhood is for, to get us back on our feet. That's why these electronic epistles is exhortation. Okay, so I'm in it off on there. I pray and hope that this was edifying. And Salaki, if I talk too much, that's something that I'm working on myself. Hitting the points to the precepts. Bring out two points to 1 point and keep it pushing. Sometimes you be in the spirit to elaborate a little bit more, but just remember, hit the scriptures and keep going. Hit the scriptures and keep going. So kind of felt like I was talking a little bit too much, but it is what it is. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, Brakathum. The Bible said, Apostle Great Millstone, the site takes to the acumen of 4 corners, pushing his truth and sincerity. Okay, love, diligence, respect, fear, and trembling. Abba, Babal. Khan, hey. He said, in the flesh, killing the carnality. No, that's boom, bro, the water. I had a brain freeze. Yep, that slave can go back to killing the flesh. That's a part of being a new man. When you kill the flesh, you become a new man. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be renewed, you know. And that's part of the reason why we go through our temptations as well, is because the Lord is killing that old man and he's refining you. Okay, 1 Corinthians speaks about that. 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, you know. So, hey, may need to do a part 2. Abba, Shalom, the water.